Hello, my name is Ransabel Librano and this is the midterm assessment in SIA 101. So let's start. Assessment 1. Number 1. What is form handling and validation important in web development, particularly in terms of data integrity and security? It's important because it ensures the data submitted by users and prevent invalid and malformed data from being processed. And in security, protects the application from vulnerabilities like SQL injection, and validates and sanitize user inputs to previous malicious data from being processed. Number 2, what are some key features that helps prevent security vulnerabilities such as SQL injection and cross-site request forgery when handling firm data? The number 1 is SSRF protection, which helps prevent cross-site request forgery attacks by ensuring that submission comes from authorization. The second one is injection prevention, which automatically escapes input data, preventing SQL injection attacks. The third is XSS protection, which automatically escapes output, reducing the risk of injecting malicious script into the page. The fourth one is the validation rules. There are different variety of validation rules that restrict data types and patterns, helping prevent unsafe inputs from reaching the application. The number 3 is explain how you would create a basic form in Laravel using a blade template and handles its submission in a controller. Include an example of how you would define validation rules. And here's our example. And the blade template form. Here's an example which forms in a blade view that collects users from name and email with at CSRF or CRF protection, which this. And the controller submission in which in the controller define the store method to handle the form submission and include validation rules. And this. Number 4. How can customization validation errors message improve the user experience in a web application? Provide an example of how you would customize and display validation errors message in a blade template. And here's the example. In this one. And number 5. What are the benefits of centralizing validation logic in Laravel application, and how does this contribute to the maintainability of the web application? By defining validation rules in the controllers or custom request classes, you can ensure that the same rules apply universally. This separation of concerns also keeps controller clean and make it easier to manage complex validation logics. And assessment 2. What is the role of middleware in Laravel's authentication system and how it helps protect routes and resources from unauthorized access? By filtering mechanism that intercepts each HTTP request before they reach the application core. And for the authentication, it checks if a user is logged in before or before allowing access to certain routes, protecting the sensitive resource. Number 2. How does Laravel built-in authentication system handle user registration and login, including the management of session tokens and the validation of input data? By using user registration, user login, and session management, in user registration, input is validated, like unique email and secure password. The user login credentials are validated. If valid, Laravel generates a session token. And in session management, the session token to the user ID for recognizing user in future requests. Number 3. Explain the importance of security measurements like SQL injection prevention and XSS protection in login and registration form. How does Laravel assist in preventing this vulnerability? In Laravel, security in login registration form is essential to protect sensitive user data, like the SQL injection prevention that use parameter binding, which automatically skips inputs, and XSS protection, which automatically escapes output, effectively shielding forms from cross-site scripting or XSS attacks. The number 4 is how you create and apply middleware in Laravel restrict access to specific routes based on roles such as an admin-only route. First, create a middleware for custom authentication. The other one is the newly created app HTTP middleware, check admin, then PHP file. And next is register the middleware in bootstrap/app.php. Number 5. In terms of scalability, how can Laravel's authentication system be adapted to handle a growing numbers of users and requests? Give examples like session management or token-based authentication. The example is session management, like database and Redis, for enables fast distribution access to session data, and the token-based authentication, like passports, providing token-based authentication doesn't rely on server-side session storage. And assessment 3. Number 1. What are the key steps involved in implementing the create operation Laravel, and how do blades views from handling play a role in this process? The first step is create operation control, and then blade view, and the control methods, blade views, and form handling and validations. Number 2. Explains the importance of data validation and sanitization and cooperation. How does Laravel ensure security when handling user input during this operation? It will ensure data integrity, enhance security, and improve user experience. In data integrity, it prevents invalid or inconsistent data from entering the database. In enhanced security, it automatically escapes special characters, protecting against excesses. and in user experience by providing clear error message when inputs are invalid. Number 3. Describe how you would implement the read operation in Laravel to retrieve and display data from the database using both a controller method and a blade view. The first one is create a control method in blade view. In control method, set up a method in the controller to fetch data from the database. The controller method should retrieve the data using Laravel's eloquent form and pass it to the blade view. The blade view for displaying data in blade template like index.blade.php use a loop to display the data to retrieve by the controller. In pagination, Laravel offers to implement easy to implement pagination using paginate in place of all in the controller. Number 4. What is the purpose of the update operation in Laravel, and how you handle form submission to modify existing data entries in the database? And by controller method and blade view. Controller method define the edit form and handling the update. In the controller, create edit in update method. The edit method fetches the data to refill the form, while the update method processes the update data. In form handling, similar to create, the @CSRF directive ensures security. And for the validation, in the update ensures that only legitimately and incorrectly formatted data is saved. Number 5. How can you ensure that the delete operation in Laravel is secure and prevents accidental or authorized data removal? What role does the validation play in this process? We have the controller method again in blade view. In the controller method, use a delete method to perform deletion security confirmation. In blade view, provide a delete button within a form with the delete method. Laravel policies or middleware can be used to strict deletion permission to authorized users only, adding layer of security against unauthorized access. In assessment 4, number 1. What is the purpose of Google reCAPTCHA and how does it enhance the security of web application when integrated with the form? The purpose of Google reCAPTCHA is to protect the application from spam and abuse by by preventing automated attacks, which is bots and automated scripts, strengthening data integrity that only legitimate human interaction make it through, and improving application security, prevents common abuse like brute force login attempts and spams. Number 2. Describe the process of obtaining and registering reCAPTCHA site and secret keys from Google. Why is it important to update the domain when moving from local host to production environment? The first is visit Google reCAPTCHA admin, then register your site, then generate key and update the domain. Number 3. How would you integrate reCAPTCHA into a Laravel form? Outline the steps from installing the necessary package to adding the reCAPTCHA field in the form. First is install the Google reCAPTCHA package. The second step is add the reCAPTCHA keys to .env. And then, number 3 is configure the reCAPTCHA service. And number 4, add the reCAPTCHA to your form. Number 4, how to explain validate reCAPTCHA responses in Laravel. What role do the reCAPTCHA secret keys play in this validation process? The first step is add validation role in the controller, which this in the example. The second step is role of secret key in validation. Number 5. How can customizing error message for failed reCAPTCHA attempts improve user experience? Provide an example of how you would handle reCAPTCHA errors in a Laravel controller. The first is custom error message for failed reCAPTCHA attempts. The second one is in resource lang n/n then validation/validation.php, you can customize the error message. And the third step is handling reCAPTCHA errors in controller, which you can specify a custom error message for validation. And that's all. Thank you.